Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks bringing you your daily Tesla report for Thursday, September 4th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. Significant overhead resistance in the low to upper 350s. 351.39 is a 50% upside retracement from December high to the April low, and 359.67 is this I call it former 2.5-year channel top. It's still valid, but we pushed through it to the upside. It set off what I think was aggressive bullish continuation to the December high, and then we fell back below it a couple of months later, and it's held really nicely ever since. So this is the area we need to settle above for what I would consider to be a significant long-term buy signal over the following, I'm guessing, 5 to 8 months. This took inside of 2 months, but we're in a different environment now. So I'd say by the end of the first quarter, perhaps, if we were to close this week above 359.67, we could see it by the end of Q1 26. 521.96 is a 5-year channel top, able to contain annual buying pressures when tested, but that's all kind of a waste of air on my part unless we close above 359.67. Until then, we are expecting 312.68, this rising channel bottom. We tested the channel top several times over the last 3 or 4 weeks, and it does remain a 2 to 3 week objective, 312.68. On the way down, 321.01 is in reach today if we break 329.36. Now, 329.36, you can see 329.94 here is a downside 3/8 Fibonacci from the July low against that recent high from about a week ago. I've skewed it down about a half a point to 329.36 because 329.36 is the low settlement price that was placed on Tuesday. And so that is the lowest this market has closed following that high from a week ago. And, yesterday's low is similar or closer to that, 328.51, as you can see upper left. So
if you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
329.36 is our downward pivot point for the day. If we break or open below 329.36, expect 321.01, where we can place a daily low. And if you're kind of a 2 to 3 week swing trader, you could begin scaling into or accumulating a long position that begins at 321.01 and ends at 312.68. This channel support, this band of channel support, able to contain selling not only through next week, but possibly the rest of September. And from here, within 2 to 3 weeks, we can round back up into the 350s. We could trade, inside the 310s, the 350s, all the way into October trade. And that is, sort of the 3 to 5 week dynamic that we see. If we were to close below 312.68, well, that's another story altogether. And I would expect within 2 to 3 weeks of closing below 312.68, 280.42. We could ultimately see 260.89 within a month or two of closing below 312.68. That is kind of what the weekly chart is suggesting in pure, simple violation of a trend line at 313.67. I'm using 312.68, though, that channel bottom, as our downward pivot point. 260.89 would not surprise me in the least within a month or two of closing below 313.67 on a weekly basis, and that would be a sort of the early lead on that would be a daily settlement below 312.68. But there's no point in spending a lot of time on that scenario because we have yet to even test 312.68. If you're looking at the upside today, I do have 344.01. That is a 5/8 upside Fibonacci over the last week of trade. So our upward pivot point for the day and through the rest of the week, which isn't saying much, it is Thursday after all. Let's just say that if we close today above 344.01, we should tomorrow push into this range of resistance again, where we find not only a 6-week channel top at 353.24. But we also have, as I started this video with, a range of resistance between 351.39 and 359.67. This zone of resistance well suited to contain buying into October, and from here we can fall away to 312.68 within 2 to 3 weeks. That's really sort of as simple as I can put it. Inside of that, for today, 344.01 is intraday resistance, sellable resistance, and 329.36 is buyable support. I'm talking to more day trader types, aggressive day trader types. Know that if we break 329.36 today, we could see 321.01 intraday, the beginning of a range down to 312.68, able to absorb selling through next week and into October trade. And upside, once again, it is 344.01. If we push through 344.01, I wouldn't be surprised to see 351.39 by the end of the day, but it could be a settlement today above 44.01, as I've already said, that should tomorrow yield a return into these 350s, where we could top out once again into October, fall away to 312.68 within 2 to 3 weeks, and if we were to close above 359.69 at the end of the week tomorrow, not likely to happen. We have a long-term buy signal into early next year. Just want to mention that wickedstocks.com put out a stock pick this week so far in... why is it escaping me? Oh, Humana, the insurance company, health insurance company, that is still there for you to see. It's still very relevant. We've got several that are still pending. You go to wickedstocks.com, take advantage of our 5-day free trial, and you'll see all of our stock picks. You'll also see the one that's coming out later today. You'll see our daily triple Q and our SPY analysis, our weekly Apple stock analysis, et cetera, et cetera. So go to wickedstocks.com. At the very least, click like and subscribe, and I'll be back tomorrow with Friday's Tesla report. You have a great day.